Considering AISL Paper 2, May 2025, Time Zone 1, exam paper. This is a question number 12. Let's make a short overview. So this is a 9 marks here for this question, and let's consider what it is about. So given like this diagram, now let's see the equal sign, some formula, and you see that it is dv dw. It means that somehow the calculus will be applied. Then 3 parts, and ABC, first part 2 marks, part B 4 marks, and part C 3 marks. Okay, now let's have a read. Let's dive into the question. An airline restricts the size of bags by stating that the sum of a bag's width, length, and height, ignoring the handle, must not exceed a fixed value, m. Okay, and so the sum of these 3 dimensions must be less or equal than m. A company is designing a cuboid-shaped bag so that the sum of the bag's width, length, and height equals to m. They decide will have a length equals to 3 times its width. Okay, as the width of the design varies, its volume changes according to the equation, to this equation, where W is a width in centimeters and V is a volume in cubic centimeters. And the first question, use your graphic display calculator to find the value of W that will produce the maximum volume. Okay, so first of all, maximum volume. Given the dV dW, it's a derivative of the volume, right? And we know that if how to find the maximum, yeah, using the calculus. We can use calculus to find maximum, where we have to find first the stationary point where our derivatives is equal to 0. Yeah, and according to the sign diagram, we have to first have positive derivative and then negative derivative. And now we should going to equate our derivative to 0 and then solve for W. Solving this equation for W, let me write it here, 36W. And using the DGC, we can find that W is equal to 19.2. Okay, right, 19.2. So it is a question for 2 marks. So 1 mark for method. So this is M1 and this is A1. Now, second part, show that the maximum volume of the bag to 3 significant figures is that much. Okay, we should show. How to show? We can first integrate. Yeah, we can integrate. Let's integrate. We have a dV dW is equal to 36VW, and now we can integrate both sides. We're integrating both sides. Okay, after integration we will have 390 v squared over 2 plus minus 36v cubed over 3, and yeah, and we know according the graph of the function, the graph of the functions looks like this. Yeah, so if we will use this point 0 0, we will get value for C. So to find the value for C, it's V is equal to that much, right? Okay, now let's find the value of C. For value of C, we will use the 0 0 instead of V and C. We will plug 0. So we will plug 0 here and here, and that's how we will obtain that C is equal to. Sorry, not for C, for W. Yeah, 0 0. That's how we will obtain value of C as 0. So C is 0. Okay, so now our function is this one, that in the frame, right? Now let's just simplify a bit here to make it more simple. And now let me write it here. So 345 v squared minus 12 v cubed. This is a function. Okay, and now it says that the maximum value, and we know that the maximum value we obtain when W is equal to 19.2. So we should plug 19.2 instead of W. So 19.2 squared minus 12, 19.2 cubed. And using calculator we can obtain the value of 42,024,2465, but to 3 significant figures, because it says to 3 significant figures. Yeah, if we will round it, it will be really the same value as given, right? So these two answers connected. Okay, and part C. In part C it says, hence find the value of m. Hence find the value of m. Okay, how we're going to find the value of n? We know that the volume of the cuboid, so let's consider the volume of cuboid. We know the width. Now we know the width and we know the volume. So the width is 19.2 centimeters. Yeah, and the volume is 42,200 maximum volume. Okay, now we have 2 dimensions remaining, height and length. But if you remember, these 2 dimensions are connected with one sentence. Have a look at this sentence, this one, you see? The design will have a length equal to 3 times its width. Okay, so length is equal to 3 times of width. So it means that we can find the length. So it is 3 times longer than the width. Okay, now we have everything. Now we have everything, guys. So the volume is width by length by height, and let's plug everything we know. 42 point this value, 19.2 times 3 times 19.2 times height. And using the calculator we can obtain the value of the height. Height is equal to 38.3 centimeters to 3 significant figures. Okay, to 3 significant figures. But the final answer is not finding height, yeah? So have a look. The final answer must be about the m. And the m, it's addition of all dimensions, as you remember. So now we have all dimensions obtained. So it's just simply addition of all the numbers that we considered and obtained, plus 3 times 19.2 and plus 38.3. Okay, so this value is 115. M is equal to 115. Okay, so we solved this question and we helped the company to construct this kind of bag. It was question number 12 about the calculus and application calculus in the real life context. See you in the next video. Goodbye.